DeKalb County Insurance.
Talking some DeKalb Middle School soccer this morning. We've got Coach Justin Nokes. We've got Layla Ahedo. We've got Daila, Ramirez, and Dafne Delgado. First of all, Coach, good morning. I know you're coming off a game last night, so appreciate you coming in first thing this morning.
Yeah, late night last night, big week this week. It was a heartbreaker last night. Lost 1-0, 1-0, and we hit everything but the back of the net, hit the post, hit the goalie's hip. It was one of those that we really felt like we were the better team, and we controlled the ball most of the time, but just could not get one across last night. One of those nights.
You got to have some nights like that, I'm sure, where it's just frustrating. Like you say, you hit everything but the back of the net. I mean, how do you kind of get yourself out of that? I mean, I hate to say it's a funk. It's just the way the ball bounces, but how do you deal with that?
It was definitely frustrating because, I was telling the girls after the game, soccer is one of those funny sports. You can dominate the whole game. You do everything the right way. And don't get me wrong, Cumberland had a good team. But, I feel like that we should have probably won that game, and I think all the girls did too. It's kind of like, football seasons right now. You take it 99 yards, that last yard's the hardest one to get, right to the end zone. So we'll just get back to the drawing board on Monday. We're going to get a lot of shots in on Monday and see if we can start finding the back of the net some more consistently.
We knew you lost a pretty good-sized 8th grade group, a great year last year. What's it been like, with some new players coming in and some prominent roles? What's that been like so far this season?
Well, we lost a lot, and it was good to see them in the black and gold. I do want to shout them out. They're doing great over there with Coach K and the Lady Tigers. They played Thursday night. They scored 9 goals. The Tigers did. 8 of them came from freshmen.
I saw that. 8 of the 9.
Freshmen. I told Coach Campbell, I don't know who their middle school coaches are, but they're pretty good.
Those middle school coaches ought to get some raises.
I'm just kidding. It was all them. Coach K's got them in the right spots to do the right things. But, you never want to have a rebuilding year, and these 8th graders here, they don't want to have a rebuilding year. They want to go out with a bang, and we're going to try our best to do that. We've had some newcomers come along. We've got a couple 6th graders getting a lot of PT, a lot of playing time. So, it's definitely a different year, and everybody's doing things different. These girls were playing different roles last year, more of a probably role player last year, but this year they've had to step up and be the girl, be the vocal point, and they've done a good job of that.
Justin, with it being early in the season still and with some players getting accustomed to roles, what are some things you're still trying to iron out maybe that you feel like you're going to be better middle of the season, later in the season?
Well, we just changed formations mid-season, so it's like you've changed everybody's role. The first 4-3, it was a 4-3-3, 4 in the back, 3 mid, 3 forwards. It just didn't seem to gel with our team. Worked with last year's team, but this is a different team this year.
Sure.
So you kind of pick in soccer. I guess in all sports, you pick a formation that better suits your team, and that was some growing pains, I guess, at the beginning to realize that. So we went to a different formation. I'm not going to say that on the air what it is, but let somebody else figure that out for themselves.
Film won't give that away at all.
No.
But I think it's worked a lot better. We went up Tuesday night and beat Avery Trace 5-0, and the goals were coming that night, and then Friday they're not. So it's just one of those things that, like a basketball, you're hitting your threes one night and you're not the next.
Sure.
So it is, I think it's going to be a good team. It's just early on, and everybody's trying to figure out their new role this year.
Right.
Girls that were on the team last year, they're, okay, now I'm getting more playing time, and I'm playing this new position. And, It's just taken a minute, a few weeks to get gelling here.
And it may be cliche to say it, but it's the truth. You want to be playing better at the end of the regular season, at the end, when you get to the postseason than you do right now. And this team certainly has got all the makings to be able to do that. Kelly?
I said, well, and I was, as you were saying that, I'm sitting here thinking, in loss, there's always growth. You grow something from losing. And so sometimes it's better to lose at the first of the season to get that hunger and going. But my question to the girls is, how much was the boys winning the conference title set that bar that y'all wanted to do the same thing?
They're speechless, Kelly. You just
I've done it again.
You need to direct your question specifically to Layla, Dafne, or Daila.
Okay, I'll go Layla because she's the first one up. She giggled first.
I don't know.
Did that inspire you to want to know that if they can do it, that y'all can do it as well?
Yeah.
What are some key things that are going to cause y'all to, or you're going to have to do to accomplish those goals?
Talk more like on the field
Mm-hmm.
and try to find passes
Is that
and shoot more. I guess.
shoot more? No, which one of you is the shooter? Or is that and Dafne? Okay.
We got the offensive side tonight, or here this morning. But there's been with the boys just some with the returning boys, just some friendly chirping, and they're chirping back like,
Good.
"Hey, look what we did!"
Yeah.
And it's just been a little nothing inappropriate, nothing like that. But they've just been like, "Oh, look what we did," and then the girls are putting it right back to them. "Oh, look what we did! Oh, you only beat Avery Trace by 1. We beat them by 5."
Oh, that's awesome.
So things like that. So it's fun to see that the guys have, and the guys, I saw them there last night at the game. The boys, the Saints, a lot of the players there supporting these girls. So even though they're completely different seasons, they support each other a lot. Even if it's chirping a little bit, but deep down, they're wanting each other to succeed.
Are y'all doing a day game again this year?
We did not do a day game. We were going to go against White County. We're going to go away because to White County, and they didn't want to do that. I think they're afraid we're going to beat them in front of their school or something.
Hey.
But we played them. They had a really good squad. It was a 0-0 tie, so they would have been a really good game in front of their school body. But no, that's not going to happen this year.
That's sad. I know that was a big thing last year.
Yeah, that was very fun.
The team was very pumped up for that. Coach?
Dafne, what can you tell me about toenail?
We got to explain toenail, okay, for the folks watching out there. This has been declared the official Lady Saint mascot for the year. So, Dafne, what? First of all, what is toenail? What's that?
She's a unicorn.
Unicorn? Okay. All right. Push that mic just a little bit closer there, okay? All right. So what brought about the mascot? What happened?
I just thought that she had a lot of magic.
Okay. All right. You can never have enough magic. Ever.
So if I'm understanding Coach Nokes correctly, y'all are like all the other 3 forwards? What position? Layla, what position do you play?
I played defensive mid.
Defensive mid. You gotta love that position. I
center
got a
mid.
soft spot in my heart for I kind of like that. Getting beat 1-0. Does that bring more determination to what you do as a defender more so than an offensive player?
Well, I play center defensive mid,
Right.
so I'm like in the center, and
Right.
then Daila's in front of me.
Okay.
So I guess I like
But you're one of the main defenders right there in front of the goalkeeper, right?
he tells me to stay more up instead of like going down, because then we have like defensive mids that like are supposed to like go for the middle, like
Right.
cover the middle, so I can stay more up in case if they have to send it up.
Okay. Is that a position that you played last year and having to adjust to?
Yeah, I didn't play it last year. I played left mid last year.
So are you still learning as the season goes along?
Yes.
Okay. Daila, what position do you play?
Holding mid.
Holding mid? That's a new term for me. I don't explain. And that I don't know. I really don't. What's a holding mid?
So basically my job is they get me the ball and I kind of just like look for Dafne or the people on the outside.
So is that just a more contemporary term for like a center mid or?
Yeah, give him the headset. We're So what? Okay, you were saying 2 center mids.
Yes, sir. So we basically have 2 center mids, and these are these 2 girls right here, Layla and Daila. And Daila's kind of the holding forward, the kind of holding center mid, where she's more offensive. She's got a really good shot from deep, and we want to find her the ball and turn from shoot from top of the box, top of the 18. And Layla, she's playing center mid, but more defensive.
Okay.
So those 2 can interchange at any point. Like Layla makes a run, Daila can come back. These 2 can interchange.
A lot of overlapping.
A lot of overlapping in there. So it is a little confusing for them to explain because they're really everywhere in the center. And Layla's right, she's playing center, but more defensive behind Daila.
You were talking last night, and you keep your headphones on,
Okay.
please. You were talking about losing 1-0 to Cumberland, and you just hit everything but the back of the net. Is it a situation where one more touch by a forward to another player would have a better opening shot?
Well, it back to our roles, right? We've got to learn that these 3 and some of these others that aren't here, they got to be the dogs this year. And last year they were kind of passing it off to the Tobits and the Zulis and the Reagans, and they're in black and gold. These girls have got to start, kind of taking charge and taking the shot. There's a few times, I would have loved to see Layla, instead of passing it off, just taking it and taking a shot. And that just comes in time to know that, hey, I'm the 8th grader, and I've got to, we want to be successful. It's got to go through me, type of thing. And that just takes time, and trying to build some confidence there. We got some really good athletes here on this table and at home this morning, and they just got to get a little more confidence to shoot. I'm never going to tell them not to shoot. And that was one of those that, they probably had last night. Cumberland had 5 shots and scored on one of them. We had 30.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was one of those deals that it just didn't happen. And it's hard to pinpoint. It's not one person's fault for sure, because we just got to find the back of the net, really, at the end of the day.
Now, y'all said you had more mascots last night. Did that kind of? Did you have too much mascot magic?
Yeah, we had,
The mascots were fighting each other.
Yeah.
the Angels have the rally monkey, Azuna from the Braves has the teddy bear, but we had too many mascots there last night. Their magic canceled out, I think, and we had Curious George, and we had and these guys. So it became an ordeal last night, and I think that was at the end of the day what was the difference.
You have to learn to focus on one mascot.
just
There can be only one lucky
Toenail
thing.
got jealous, and she's like, "My magic's not showing up tonight."
Who came up with the name Toenail?
Daphne. I think this is Daphne's child here.
This is Daphne's making.
Yeah.
Postseason tournament, but you have to qualify for it, correct?
Yes.
So,
So we've had a realignment in our conference. This year is the first year in middle school history that there's been a soccer state tournament, just like
basketball and all that now.
Yeah. Just like high school sports, there's
Sure.
region, there's sub-state, there's state. And now there's been some realignment. Some teams have moved out. Some Warren County, which is really going to be tough, has moved in. So there's only 9. There's 9 teams in our conference. 6 make the tournament.
6 make the tournament.
So 6 out of the 9 make the tournament. So we're trying to make sure we get in that 6. I think if we can, hopefully by that time we're going to be, really know our roles and be more comfortable and confident. But we got to make that 6. So
that's what I was leading up
do some work
to get to that. You've got the time to get there. Who are the other teams?
We've got the 2 Crossville teams. We have Stone and Cumberland, and we have several Putnam teams. We have Upperman, Avery Trace, Allgood, Prescott. And then we got White County over in Sparta, and then we've got Warren County, the new addition. We play them every year. We've always played Warren County because they're so close. It's always they're very good program over there, and they're going to be definitely one that's going to be fighting for the top. So we play them Tuesday night at their place. So it's going to be an interesting matchup to see how we stack up with them.
I was going to say, coming up this week, you do have Warren County on the road, and Watertown at home. Watertown's not a conference game,
Right.
but Warren County is, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
so a little bit different alignment this year with Warren County coming in, and I'm excited about the postseason, the tournament being able to advance because. Well, we'd love to have seen it last year, but it is what it is. And
We're going to love to see it this year.
We're going to love to see it this year and moving forward because DeKalb is.
Keep your smack talk up with the boys. Don't let them.
Yeah, they don't hold back with the boys. But it would have been nice to have that a year earlier, but it is what it is. We've got some good athletes still here at DeKalb Middle, so I'm looking forward to see what they can do if we can get to that next level.
Absolutely.
Now, it is a little tough because you have to be to advance to the region, you have to be the conference champion. So there's not two that leave the conference, just one.
Just one.
So
that's
out
tough.
of 9 teams,
Yeah.
you win the district tournament at the end. So that does make it a little harder. But hopefully we'll be up for the challenge and just see if we can make a good run at the end.
That'll eventually change. TSSAA is, and I don't know, it's a middle school version, but they're all about money. They'll eventually expand, and 4 teams will make the region.
Right.
But for now, but I'm still excited. I'm glad to see that in soccer because we have seen it in basketball. I don't know about football if they're doing that yet or not. I know last year it wasn't the case.
It's
Kelly,
conference.
it's still just conference and
Yes.
football. Okay, but hopefully they'll get on board eventually too. But anyway, Coach, thank you for coming out this morning. Of course, we'll have you back during the course of the season. Very excited about middle school soccer. And just good luck in the upcoming week and throughout the year. We'll be keeping tabs on you and know you're going to be in that mix come the end of the regular season.
Yep, come on out to Cleparic Field on Thursday at 6 to see us play Watertown. These girls have been working in the hot months of the summer. Come out here and support them. Before we get off here, I noticed the Fighting Tigers golf team's next,
Yep.
it looks like.
Yep.
I do want to say this on air. I did beat William Blair. On air, I did beat William Blair at putt-putt.
At putt-putt, okay.
In Gatlinburg when he was 5 years old. I did beat him.
Okay.
So I want that to go on record.
Now it comes out.
Make sure we put that all in context.
Okay.
Putt, 5 years old. Okay.
Yep. Still got him.
Still got him. Yeah. So you're 1-0 all time.
Yep.
All right.
I've never played him since.
Just retire that series now.
Yep.
Absolutely. Coach Justin Nokes, Layla Ahedo, Dafne Delgado, Daila Ramirez. Ladies, thank you all for coming out this morning as well. We appreciate you and good luck throughout the rest of the regular season. As Justin mentioned, we've got DeKalb County High School golf coach John Pryor, members of his squads coming up. This is DC Blitz. We're presented this morning by DeKalb County Insurance.
At DeKalb County Insurance, we proudly support our local sports teams, always rooting for the Saints, Bulldogs, Tigers, and Vols. And off the field, we're here for our community too, helping you understand your Medicare options with care and clarity. We're not affiliated with Medicare, but we're here to help you make informed decisions by finding the best plan that fits your healthcare needs. Open enrollment for 2025 runs from October 15th to December 7th. Give us a call to set up your Medicare evaluation at 615-597-0660, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please note, we do not offer every plan available in your area. Any information we provide is limited to plans we do offer. Go to Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE to get information on all of your options.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Ignite HVAC Electrical and Plumbing is one of the top HVAC contractors in Middle Tennessee, offering both residential and commercial sales, installation, and services. We want to set ourselves apart from the rest of the HVAC industry by providing a seamless experience from your project start to finish. We are constantly improving our skills to continue to meet every expectation for our customers. Let Ignite serve your HVAC electrical and plumbing needs. 615-597-0100.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Bad Boy Mowers' legendary reputation for strength, performance, and value is now available with Bad Boy tractors. From mid-size to subcompact models powered by 22 to 35 horsepower water-cooled diesel engines, your tractor work just got real easy. On the farm, the ranch, or even around the house, Bad Boy tractors deliver power and durability all day, every day. Bad Boy tractors work with an attitude. Find your big boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
William's a pro. Can't putt, but he's a pro.
We're going to have to ask him about that. Surely to goodness. We're back on DC Blitz. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance. We're ready to talk some DeKalb County High School golf this segment. Coach John Pryor is with us. Jameson Troncoso, Emily Anderson, William Blair in the house as well. John, you got in from the football game about, 15, 20 minutes ago, it seems like?
I had a direct flight, but yeah, it was a little late in leaving, but it was worth the wait. We won 19-16, and so, I was proud of them.
Yeah, we'll talk some football coming up next segment. If John can stick around, we'll include him in on that as well. We're going to talk golf this segment, and we've been excited about golf for months because all you have coming back this year, and has the season so far lived up to what you kind of expected it would be to this point?
So far, we've had some good performances. We've had some shaky performances, but Coach Bradshaw, who was the basketball coach and the golf coach at Watertown, told me a long time ago, everything before the district tournament is just practice. And so we've got some improvements still to make before the district tournament. But, I just love being out there every time with these kids. These kids are great, and they're fun, and they compete, and they represent DeKalb County so well. And so, I think some of the teams that on the boys' side that we're playing are a little bit tougher than I was hoping.
Yeah.
But I'll take my guys anytime, any day of the week.
Some examples of some of those teams maybe that have been more of a challenge maybe than you expected.
Well, we had our spring meeting for our district, and Coach Shoulders up at Macon County said, I know they lost a lot of seniors. They're perennially in the state. And I knew they lost a lot of seniors, and she said, we're down. We're down. They played over at Cedar Crest the other day, and their team score was even.
Wow.
35, 36, 36. They had to throw out a 39. So they're pretty tough. And I said, I thought you said you were down. But and our old friends that we played with in our old district, Upperman, Cumberland County, Stone Memorial, they're solid. So those are the teams that we'll see in the region. I believe we'll get to the region for sure. And I'm hoping everything comes together for these guys.
When you talk about the regular season kind of being practice, I know, you don't look at it so much as that, but in a way that is right. Are there times maybe you feel like you need to be a little bit more locked in during the regular season matches? Or do you feel like the players do bring it to the best of their ability each match? And if some focus lacks at times, are there ways you deal with that?
Well, I think Will Blair is example A. I think Will plays better against better competition.
Yeah.
If we're playing a school that maybe doesn't have a solid group of golfers, and we run into that, and that's fine, and there have been years where we didn't have a solid group. I think Will sometimes I love Will, but sometimes he's not focused. But I know he's going to be locked in if we're playing on the big show. Our 18-hole tournaments that we've played in this year has been some of his best performances. He played good on the day we played at Honky Tonk. And so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And Emily plays well when she's against good competition. And we try to set her up to where she's going to be challenged. So, we got a match coming up with Murfreesboro Central, which is our big foe, or will be our big foe in our district. And we're going to play their two girls. They've got more than two girls, but they're going to play their best two girls against our two girls in a foursome. And so Chloe and Emily will know where they stand as far as the team. Sometimes they're not locked in, and it doesn't really bother me. But I keep trying to tell them, September 18th is important. That's our district. I feel like we're good enough to get out of the district. I don't take anything for granted. But they really need to be locked in on September 25th at the region, because that's where you punch your ticket to state. So, I don't want to peak too early, and I feel like we're moving in the right direction.
Emily, I want to come to you first and talk about the Lady Tigers. A lot of expectations on you girls, certainly coming into the season. It's your senior year. What's the experience been like your senior year? I know it's probably moving faster than you'd like.
Yeah, definitely. It's been good so far, though. We've played some good teams, and we've played well. And so far, I think me and Chloe are both proud with how we've been playing in the matches.
Do you feel like the competition to date has been tougher than what you expected coming into the year?
Whenever we played in the I-24 Invitational, that was tougher because, like Coach said, we picked up Murfreesboro Central, and they were playing really well. And then Page was in that, which they're not in our region, so that doesn't really matter for us. But there were some good teams there, and we were expecting that. But just based on the district, like the people that we've played so far in regular matches, I think it's been about what we expected.
When you go into an event like that I-24 Invitational, the early bird, where a lot of teams, is it a little more nerve-wracking for you as an individual than if you're just playing against one other school or maybe two other schools?
Yeah, especially if I've never played with the people before, because, you never really know what to expect. Some people won't talk at all during the match. They're totally locked in, and some people will cut up. So that's the thing that I get nervous about, just that first tee, and then after that, it's just pretty much go with the flow from there.
Will, I'm going to come down to you. And Coach was talking about, you get up for the big matches. What motivates you? What mindset do you get in as you prepare and go out and playing against that level of competition?
Well, I really know I got to play my own game. I got to go out and shoot a low score, and I can't control what other people shoot or how other people are going to play. So I just got to play the golf course as good as I can and shoot the lowest score I can.
Will, what are some areas of your game that you've really emphasized? Let's say going back to the off season through the summer, getting ready for this big year for you.
Yeah, I mean, my short game's been okay recently. My putting's been pretty not the best, but that's what I've been trying to work on the most. I feel like my chipping's got a lot better. I've been able, at least in the past few weeks, I've been able to get more up and down. And when I get in trouble, I try not to get in more trouble from that trouble. I try to just, get in a safe position and
sure.
Go out with a bogey or something.
With the change in the district this year, what's been the biggest change maybe for you all as a team with some different teams that you're matching up against this year?
Nothing. I mean, just new faces. I'm playing against new golfers I've never played, so I don't know if I'm going out to play against a guy that's going to shoot 3 under on me or anything. So
sure.
You gotta. That's pretty much just learning these new teams, learning how good they are, and learning how to play against them.
Jamison, when Jamison come in, I thought Coach Pryor got a new assistant coach. I was like, who's this dude? And he's a player. But Jamison, what are some areas of your game that you've been working on in the offseason?
I've really been working on my short game, like my putting and chipping. My putting's been down lately, but the chipping's been pretty good. Everything within 1 foot, and then driving's down right now, but I'm working on that as much as possible, really.
We figured something out with Jamison. His girlfriend came to a match. She goes to Cookeville High School, and Jamison played great. So we're gonna have to get her out of school for the district and the region.
That's the first problem. Because when I had your job years ago, rule number 1, there are no girlfriends, there are no boyfriends during the season. There are no distractions.
Yeah, I don't think
none.
That'll work.
That don't work for Jamison, apparently.
I got a lot of young Romeos, and I can't do that.
No to John.
Jamison, I know that this boys team, like the girls, has got some high expectations this year. How far do you all think you can go?
We really think we can go to state this year. If it's like we got that in us, but we just got to make it through the district and region and do our best.
What's the most challenging course you've played? Not just this year, but just in general.
Honky Tonk's pretty hard. The hills and everything, just walking, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
And then, I've played some college courses, and they're pretty hard, but nothing's really, got the best of me.
All right, Coach, I'm going to turn you loose on the technical stuff. I like it.
Jamison, to be honest, I really don't know you, but I want to take the next few minutes to get to know you. What grade are you in?
Senior.
You're a senior. How long have you been playing golf?
I think this is my 12th year. Not competitively, but 12th
Okay,
year.
but you're on the middle school team coming up through. Who got you interested in playing golf?
My dad.
Your dad did? So y'all go out and play a bunch?
Not recently, because he quit in the past year, but
okay,
we used to go out quite a bit.
And you've been on the high school team for 4 years? Do you do anything else in high school?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Well, he shows up and goes to class, I'm sure.
That's the main thing. That's it. That keeps him on the golf team. Tom asked you a couple of questions about your game. What do you think is your strength?
Definitely my chipping. My chipping's been on recently. Everything with 5 foot with the chipping. Anywhere from 60 yards and in.
What do you use?
I use usually a 58 when I chip. And it can go up to a 56 or a pitching wedge, really.
So what is one of your favorite courses to play?
My favorite's probably Southern Hills. Southern Hills, I'm out there a lot.
Why do you like it?
They have a good practice facility and everything, and it's just the all-around how the course is made up is pretty good, and I like how it fits me. Yeah.
Well, good. Thank you for doing my homework on air live. I appreciate that.
Last year we played Upperman at Southern Hills, and I think Jamison's playing in the 4 or 5 spot, and Jamison hits it a long way, and he got up there and he drove the green. It's a par 4. He drove the green. And the Upperman kid's like, "This is your 5?" He hit it 330 yards. So, yeah.
Emily, you've been on this team for a long time, and maybe a couple of state tournaments you'd rather not talk about, but
Yeah.
I'm hearing great things about you in this senior year. Is it just the fact that you put in the time in the off season, or it's a senior year and I'm just going to hone in and I'm going to play my best golf?
I think it's the practice time. I don't think it really has anything to do with being a senior. That kind of takes the pressure off of it because, I mean, I know I'm the upperclassman now, so that doesn't really bother me as much as it used to. But I practice a lot. I'm on the range at least probably 3 or 4 days a week. So I think that helps my game a lot. And then just like they said, putting for, I think all of us has been something that we've been lacking in, and we all need to practice more on that. And that's been something that I've been trying to improve.
So my next question is, what area have you improved the most from last year to this year?
Probably my driver. At the beginning of the season, we had a few matches that I struggled a little bit with it, but whenever we played this past week at Sparta, I was hitting my driver great, and that was really setting me up for some good approach shots into the green.
Are you anticipating this upcoming match with Murfreesboro Central and this quality foursome that's going to be put together?
It's going to be tough. It's definitely going to be tough, but I'm excited to see the way that they play the game, and just like Coach said, we'll get to see our competition and see what we're up against.
Have y'all played against them yet this season?
Well, we were in the state with them, but we didn't play directly
Right.
with them. We didn't even see them. And then when we played in the I-24, we were not paired up with them. So we've not seen them face-to-face in a match. So I know Chloe played in some summer stuff with their girls and knows their team, knows the 3 top girls on their team pretty well. But, I mean, I've not seen – our girls have not been matched with them head-to-head like they will be on Thursday.
William, your scores aren't exactly where you want them to be right now. Maybe they're coming down. What's the area that's kind of keeping you from, getting closer to par?
Probably, I mean, for me, my game's right now pretty inconsistent. I'll hit a ball right, I'll hit a ball left, and you can't really control it. Right now, I've been trying to focus on playing my miss, so if I'm hitting it right, to aim a little bit more left. But right now, that's not working out for me because when I aim left, it'll go left. And right now, I'm just I've been trying to just hit my shots better, practice those, my driver, but yeah, my scores haven't been where I want them right now. But I think it's probably that and my mental game, like Coach Pryor said. If I'm 4 holes in the match and I'm already screwed over, I kind of just get out of it and try to get off the course as quick as I can.
The other day, I was worried about him. We were playing in a match, and he's on the first tee at Smithville, and he hit one, and it hit the cart path right in front of the tee box and went about 100 yards. And I was like, I was thinking to myself, that's not a very good start, but I'm not going to say anything because he's probably simmering. And his grandmother says, well, that wasn't very good. And then he shot a 36. But, he's got some critics there that let him have it. But he rebounded that day. So,
okay.
But I'm so proud of all these kids. Jameson wants to go to college and study coding and turf management. And he's looking at a few colleges. And Emily's probably going to go to Tech and spend 4 years there and then take over the world. And then Will is planning on going to UT. And so just proud of the future these kids have.
William, we talked about little struggles off the tee, and Emily kind of threw all y'all under the bus with you could do better at putting. What is the strength of your game right now?
Iron play. I usually hit my irons pretty good, and whenever I'm in the fairway, I'm not really worried that I'm going to miss the green usually. They have gotten a little, they've been shooting out, they've been kind of difficult to realize or to see where they're going to go recently. But usually I have the most confidence when I step up with like a 7-iron or something.
I was going to ask, what's your favorite iron?
Yeah, probably a 7-iron.
What's your distance?
I can hit a 7-iron like 175.
Just hitting it clean?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You were talking earlier about the season, and you've got a targeted September date for your district and all that. And I know when I had Grant and Payne and Austin and Tyler, that the weekly matches, regular season, were just drudge. It was awful. It was playing in molasses because those guys knew they were good. Y'all know you're good. And it's hard for you to get up for those matches. But when it came tournament time, those guys dialed in, and I know y'all are going to do the same thing.
I'm excited. Last year we came in second in the district, and it was one of the greatest days. I mean, we were with Cookville in the district, and they're fantastic. But we shocked a lot of people and came in second, and that was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of celebration. The girls, of course, dominated. They won the district without blinking an eye last year. But our district's tougher. We got a really strong girls team in our district besides us, and so. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the challenge.
I got every now and then comes up a memory, and Matt Goodwin sent me something years ago, and it was just a little comment, and it's something that I told them forever, and he was one of my first teams. It's fairway green, 2-putt, go on, and pars are really, really good, and if you can shoot par, then you're going to keep advancing.
All right. Well, you're about midway through the season, I guess, or maybe a little more than half at this point.
We've played 8 matches, and we got 6 matches left.
Wow.
We got another 18-hole tournament the day after Labor Day. That's the Keith Maxwell in McMinnville, and that'll be our last 18-hole tournament. We've got 2 home matches left, so we're on the road most of the rest of the way.
All right. Well, get out and see the team when you get a chance. In fact, Monday you're going to be home, I believe.
Cannon County's coming. Macon County had to reschedule.
Okay.
So it'll be – and we've seen Cannon County a lot this year because we share the course with them.
Yeah.
And when we made the schedule, all of our road matches seem like they're there too. So we've seen the Lions and Lionettes a lot this year.
Coach Burks might be tired of seeing you.
I'm sure.
Well, Jameson, I just want to say this. I'm happy that you've got a great career choice in mind. I was listening to him talking. I'm like, man, this kid could do media. You got a good fallback, but don't get into media. There's no money there. But anyway, we appreciate y'all coming out, and we've been excited, like I said, about golf. Probably since the season ended last year, and just looking forward to the tournament. September 18th. I mean, the district tournament's right around the corner, region, and then on to state. So get out if you can and see your team play locally or on the road, and follow them in the postseason because they're going to be a lot of fun to watch, and they're going to go a long way this year. Guys and gals, thank you for being here this morning. We appreciate it. John, you got time to stick around and talk some football?
Why, sure, Tom.
All right. And we got Casey Midget in the house as well, and I know he's got a lot to say, so we're going to come back.
By the way, First Bank hooked us up with these Tiger golf hats.
Those are nice. Those are very nice. Yeah. Looks like Tony the Tiger.
That's right.
Great. Right. That's really nice. First Bank, we appreciate them, and appreciate the golf team for coming out this morning. We will talk some DeKalb County Tiger football. We'll recap the week in sports, look ahead to the upcoming week when we come back to DC Blitz. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change your car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Home Surveillance is your trusted partner in video surveillance equipment. Our team understands the critical importance of safeguarding your family and securing your business assets. We offer comprehensive solutions tailored to your specific needs, ensuring peace of mind through advanced technology, and expert installation. As a locally owned and operated business, we take pride in our community and strive to build lasting relationships with our customers. Let home surveillance help you protect the things most important to you. Give us a call at 615-597-6287.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Bad Boy Mowers is giving back to all those that risk their lives to protect and defend our nation. Our Bad Boys of America Zero Turns for Our Heroes program is available for a limited time at Bad Boys Nationwide Dealer Network. Qualified buyers, that's veterans, active duty military, first responders, EMTs, firefighters, and law enforcement, receive up to 25% off MSRP on all Bad Boy mower models. And some really cool Bad Boy Mower swag. Find your big boy mower at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at southernlandscapesupply.com.
Our outtakes are the best. The best. DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance and sponsored by Good Health Family Clinic. Holmes Group, Ignite HVAC, Electrical and Plumbing, Liberty Auto Glass, Liberty State Bank, Love Cantrell Funeral Home, Ranger Brake, Smithville Church of Christ, Smithville First Baptist Church, Southern Landscape Supply, and the Tony Luna Group of Lake Homes Realty. We are ready to shift gears and talk a little football. The DeKalb County Tigers opened their season. Kelly, contain your excitement. The Tigers open at Warren County, 21st year in a row. The Tigers and the Pioneers have played. All but 1 year they've opened their season against one another. Casey Midget has joined the panel, and John Pryor sticking around, the voice of the Tigers for WJLE Radio. And Casey, I know, is fired up. He got home late, got very little sleep, and Last night, Casey, from what I understand, I didn't get to go to the game, but quite the adventure, a scoreboard blackout. There was a lightning delay and some questionable officiating. What's your take on the game? The Tigers won, thankfully, though.
I don't know about you, John, but I was waiting for Godzilla to show up out there.
It was some adverse conditions, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to Coach Trapp after the game, and he said, "What'd you think?" And I said, I don't know if I have the words for this tonight. It's just a little everything tonight.
Yeah.
It's one of those deals where you just come out with a win and you're just thankful. You know, like you just had to scrap.
We could have lost. We definitely could have lost.
One of those cases where a win is a win.
That's right.
So let's kind of walk through everything that kind of happened. First of all, I guess there was an iffy onside kick play or something where some officiating came into question. Either one of you guys can address that. What happened there?
TV timeout. We need to back up what led up to the onside kick.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. So Warren County scored first. They chirped a little bit. They got a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty, and so they kicked off from the 25. Well, we scored, tied it up at 7-7, and we apparently did some chirping, and they called the same call. So we kicked off from our 25. And Caleb Gomez put the ball on the tee, and it fell down. Put the ball, and I'm talking about like he puts it on the tee, and he walks back 10 yards, and it falls over. That happened twice. And so whenever that happens, I'm always like, oh, gosh, is it going to fall? Is he about just right? This is about to kick it.
Right. Same thing.
And so I have to believe Coach Trapp wouldn't call an onside kick in the first quarter when you kick from your own 25.
Right.
And I think the ball, I don't know, he just missed it or it fell, and it shanks, and it goes about 15 yards, and it squirts around. It's a surprise to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody was looking for, not even our guys.
Or Coach Trapp.
Yeah. I mean, it hits really about the 38 and squirts to about the 40 or whatever. And they had the best shot at it first, and then it looked like one of our guys got it, and I couldn't tell if he had good possession, and he fell, and I thought he was down, and then I thought a Warren County player fell. And I thought the argument was, did DeKalb have possession and were they down? I thought Warren County came out in the very end of the play after the whistle had blown with the ball. Somebody told me they thought DeKalb County had the ball. Of course, their players are all blocking my view because it's right there on the sideline.
Yeah.
And so as they're debating, there's two officials, and then there's a head official. There's three of them debating, and our guys are listening. They're all pointing, it's our ball, it's our ball. And I assume they're listening to the conversation.
It's because it was our ball.
I haven't watched it on
According
replay.
to Casey.
But whatever they were saying, we thought we were going to get it. And then it was kind of like, well, we can't figure it out, so it just makes sense to give it a warning. I mean,
yeah, that's essentially what happened. Yeah.
Well, there's no replay, and unfortunately, you know.
And there was a call earlier. The sideline judge that was on Warren County sideline, I'm just guessing he hadn't called a lot of games. He was not definitive in his there was one where they threw it to a receiver running down the sideline, and he stepped out of bounds. I saw him step out of bounds, and when he caught it, he was out of bounds. It was close, and the sideline judges got that call, and he came down and was and he looked at the back judge, and he just was not confident. And we have such trouble with officials, especially with the abuse they take from people. And I imagine this was a new guy. Later on, I saw between plays the white hat come over, and I think he was coaching him up. He was talking to him about be more definitive. But I think that same guy missed an offsides on us. And he was the one on the sideline making the call about who had possession. And so, I appreciate him being out there. We couldn't have the games without him.
Sure.
And they're human and they're not perfect. I try to temper my frustration and just cut them some slack. But Casey
won't.
I don't have to temper anything. I will say this: there was three of them that was their first game was last night. So I guess we got to train somehow out there. But oh man, that was rough.
Well, it's coming to the. I mean, it's to the point. Everybody has to schedule a Thursday night game.
Yes.
There's not enough officials, and this is what I mean, I hate to say it. This is what you're gonna. It's gonna be like, because you can't get people to get out there and do it, and you have to get experience to know what you're doing wrong, and you can't simulate it enough. Like, you don't have enough scrimmage games. There's no preseason. I mean, a jamboree. Nobody's trying anything crazy. When crazy things happen, that's when, because I can remember the first sub-state game I did. I'm behind the plate and I'm nervous enough. It's the first sub-state game. The ball hits third base and shoots out and hits the hitting facility, and I was like, is that a ground rule double? Because like I didn't know. Yeah, it is, because it was inexperience. So I hate that the football team's having to deal with that. But I think it's going to be through every sport this year. From what I'm hearing,
three new guys on one crew is a little excessive.
Yeah,
and maybe there's just that big a shortage, but that's a lot.
I tell you what, John, man, you are the best of all of us. Is all because I was listening the whole time, man. I was like that dude for the Cubs that caught that foul ball out there. I had the earphones and binoculars and everything, but. You are just very kind to people. I'll just tell you, like the way you handled that was pure class. Is all I can tell
you. I think being a basketball referee would be the hardest because they can really see your face. I think those football guys that got hats on and they disappear into the gym and they change their clothes and you don't know who you are. Those basketball guys, you can see them, I just think that's a tough job, and I really felt for them. And I guess that's me, but anyway.
And knowing scheduling, knowing this, I personally know the scheduler for doing that. He probably thought it wasn't going to be that close of a game. It would probably be a clean game as far as not having a crazy onside. I mean, when you're not looking for something, when you're a referee and you're anticipating things, you can kind of handle it. When something crazy happens, you're like, you're sitting there going, what just happened yourself? I can't assume that he would put 3 new people on there. And if he did put 3 new people on there, I'm sure the other 2, or 5?
Yeah.
The other 2 were very seasoned people, or should have been.
Not according to Casey.
Not according. Well,
and again, I'm thinking if we're talking shortages, and maybe there are that many new guys that are coming up that we couldn't spread them out any more than we did, or it's just their association, and we've got to go here. And like I said, I don't know.
I have also a feeling that you have 2 coaches that have been doing this Coach Trapp's been there for so many years, and I'm sure Warren County's has too.
First-year coach at Warren County,
first year,
actually.
okay.
Yeah. Well, head coach, first-year head coach.
He played for his dad at Columbia and won a state championship in 2010. He played at Tech. He played at Huntsville. He was a head coach at Cumberland County in 2019. He's been in Georgia as a coach. So he's not wet behind the ears.
But what I'm saying, when the assigner is signing things out, because I know when I used to referee basketball, like I would be getting put on these games and I'm like, I have no business refereeing this game. But I would be with 2 senior officials and they pretty much took care of me and made sure I wasn't doing something stupid. But most of the time you also put people in game situations where they can handle it. Like they can handle these coaches. These coaches are not all right. Sometimes you have to send certain crews places because you've got out of control coaches, out of control fans, out of control players. And I don't think DeKalb and Warren have that reputation for being dirty players, out of control people. I
thought you was going to talk about the fans. I kept waiting for somebody to storm the field last night.
and when that happens, Braveheart over here is going to be the leading charge of it.
Hey, I'll say this. That new coach they got, if they'll give him some time, he's going to get Warren County turned around, I believe. He's got some really – like what he was able to do last night with what was up there was pretty impressive to me.
He's got playmakers. He was getting in the playmakers' hands, the Robledo brothers.
Yeah.
I think they're brothers. They could be cousins, but they
got to be related. That's not a common name.
It's not like when 2 Smiths are out there.
Right.
Yeah. But and they were. I mean, their starting tailback got hurt and was out in the first half, and I thought he did a good job. They've had so much turnover down there, but I do think Coach Ballou will end up, if he can stick around and if he wants to stick around, I think Warren County's been a sleeping giant for a long. I still can't figure it out.
Yeah.
How do they have 1,900 kids and we got 800 kids and we're 11-10 against them?
Yeah.
Over a 21-year period, it makes no sense.
A lot of good games, a lot of close games.
Yeah.
Through that rivalry over the years.
I think it's a tip of the cap to Steve Trapp.
Let's talk about our guys some and some standouts. John, I'll start with you. Some standouts. I know some freshmen got some playing time, some quality playing time last night. I know Cecil Ketchum out and maybe out for a few weeks. Who stood out for us?
I think Ryan Lyons is fantastic. Yeah. He is he's great in run support at safety. He's a playmaker when the ball's in his hands. That 50-yard catch that set up our first touchdown should have been a 5-yard pass play, and he worked 2 guys to get down that sideline. He's a competitor. He's kind of a quiet kid.
Got great vision.
Yeah, he's just he's electric. He stood out, and I could see they were trying to get the ball in his hands. I thought Jesse Fouch played tough. He made a couple of mistakes, but he hung in there. I thought the 2 freshman tailbacks, Reed and Frazier, Reed Midget and Frazier, were solid. That's a tough ask to be 14 years old and put you in there when those guys are hitting you and wanting to not let your team down. I thought they played well. I thought the defense was laying the wood. One of their touchdowns was a pass plays a 31-yard touchdown pass where I thought the coverage was really good.
Yeah, it was.
It was just a nice throw, and the receiver just made a great play and beat the defensive back.
Rocky actually got his hand on that ball.
But I mean, sometimes the play doesn't go your way, even though you do the right thing. Their first touchdown, I thought, was the result of a couple of busted coverages, and they hit one late that set them up for a field goal. But I thought the defense played pretty good. I think Jared Hamilton had a couple of sacks. I tell you, Eli Jones showed up a few times. He's playing that nose, and he got some penetration, made some big hits. Hunter Buchanan from his linebacker spot made some big hits. John, I think they were trying to figure out what to do in the defensive backfield since Ketchum was supposed to play safety, and they're moving Fouch to safety, and they're just kind of, musical chairs there. I think they were looking for the right mix. John Hendricks, of course, has some history at safety, and so, I think I saw him out there playing some safety late. I may be mistaken. He may have been at linebacker just dropping deeper or something. But, we won, and we got a lot of stuff on film that we can look at.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff on film that we can look at and improve. And, I really think that we thought the game would be an easier win. And so you can't take anybody for granted. And when I say that, I think it's like me just hearing that Warren County wasn't good. But I was impressed with Warren County. But in the end, we were the winner. The kicking game, the extra point field goals, we got to shore that up. We missed 2 extra points and a 28-yard field goal.
Oh, wow.
I thought our punter did a pretty good job. He had a good one late. He punted about a 40-yard punt when we needed him to. Again, I don't know what happened on that kickoff, but, you definitely want to – if you don't want an onside kick, you don't need to kick an onside kick. I mean, I can't say whether the ball fell as he was approaching it because I was watching it too, but I'm a long way away and I can't see very well. But I was like, what was that?
May have been in his head that it was going to.
Yeah, I don't know. But so they got definitely some stuff to work on. But, the kids fought hard. I don't believe there was any significant injuries. I think there was some cramping, but I think
always get that early.
Mostly on Warren County. It seems like every kid cramped up every play. Somebody was cramping out there.
They were. It did. Ryan was out for a spell to open the third quarter.
Yeah.
And I was afraid because he limped off. I was hoping it was a cramp, but he was back out there once the scoreboard went down.
I tell you, that was something. That right there is a testament to Steve Trapp run organization because he preaches that hydration all week long. They've got electrolytes they're putting in all week long, and I don't think we actually brought enough Gatorade and water last night. I think we kind of had a snafu and didn't bring it all. And yet, as far as I know, we only had Ryan that cramped up out there that actually had to come out. So I mean that That's a real testament because every other play, somebody from Warren County was cramping up.
Luke Willoughby and I were cramping up in the press box.
We all doing updowns again.
We wanted Rob to come up there and stretch us out. I thought at one point we were both going to be down. I was like, we're going to have to get old Tim Stribling up here to call this game. We can't go on. We need to electrolyte ourselves.
It was an ugly game, obviously, but again, it's a win. And, John, you've been following this team a long time. It seems like when they get that win out of the gate over Warren County, despite all, it's a positive. And there are things that are going to have to be worked out, but you've got something to build on right out of the gate. It's not a negative. And I think that's going to help this team, especially when you look at the schedule. Three non-district games in a row, or region games. You got White House, Watertown, Friendship Christian, which are all going to be tough. But at least you come out with a big positive in getting the win in that season opener.
I think the mindset of young people and the team and believing in yourselves is so important. And you lose last night, and it's a little bit harder to believe in yourself. And I believe that is so powerful. This summer I watched Vanderbilt and Alabama. I don't care much for Vanderbilt, but what Diego Pavia did for them, they believed. He had a bunch of 5 stars playing a bunch of 2 and 3 stars, and the 2 and 3 stars won because they believed.
Yeah.
And, the win last night, that we can build on it, and I think the positivity will benefit them down the road. So, it's much easier to go to practice when you're 1-0 instead of 0-1.
Absolutely.
I had us with 341 yards of total offense last night. Warren County at 270, and what I thought was key, 262 of that was passing. They only had 8 yards rushing that I saw. I thought our rushing defense was very well. Had Jesse 7 for 15 for 122 yards and 2 interceptions. Ryan Lyons, player of the game, in my opinion, he had 181 total yards, 111 in receiving, and 70. He rushed 6 times for 70 yards last night.
But the 2 key moments I thought in the game were when we were resilient. The first half of the first quarter, we're on their side of the field.
Yep.
We missed the field goal, and then they take it down to score. We answered.
Mm-hmm.
And then to start the third quarter, we drive it down the field, get it inside the 5, go for it on 4th and goal, don't get it. They go down and kick a field goal, and we answered.
Yeah.
And so we had a couple of opportunities where if we didn't believe in ourselves, we could have just said, no, it's not our game tonight.
Sure.
But we bounced back. It's demoralizing to have the ball for 10 minutes and 16-play, 95-yard drive or 85-yard drive, and then not get any points. But they bounce back, and that's one of the things Coach Trapp teaches, being resilient, and they were resilient. How many did you have, Frazier? How many yards did Frazier have, and Luke or Reed? I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, thanks for calling him Luke early in the game. that made my day. Let me just tell you. So
I've got a Luke that's working with me. I got a Luke at school. And I had Luke in class. And
that was truly awesome.
Yeah.
Call him John Casey next week, and that will be even
just
better.
Don't ever call him Reed. That would be
or Rita. We call him Rita affectionately.
Had Bryson with the touchdown, 2-yard touchdown. What a great moment that was. There ain't a better kid on the team than Bryson. I was proud to see him get that. Had Ryan 6 carries for 70 yards. John Travis, 2 carries for 23 yards. Jesse actually ran 13 times for 39 yards. Gavin had 5 carries for what I have is 6 yards and a touchdown. Reed had 12 carries for 79 yards. It was you get what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people involved running the ball. That's always good. He found, if you count Reed's catch off that deflection as a reception, he found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different receivers that night. Yeah, Jesse struggled last night, I thought, but I mean, it's his first game. It's his first game as a starting quarterback at the high school. It's the first game of the season. It's 107 degrees outside. You have all this chaos going on. hey, man, I thought he did good. He got us a win, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
I'd like to spend a few minutes talking about this offensive line. It's revamped, and you just ran through a lot of numbers about what they were able to do on the ground, and you spoke earlier that, it's Steve Trapp shelling the passing game in the second half for a run game. Is this an offensive line that is going – we know they're going to get better, but are they a more run block unit than they would be a pass pro unit?
I don't know. I think it's too early to tell about that. I think last night just shows you what a good game manager Coach Trapp is because, it was pretty obvious the passing game wasn't working. He couldn't they had Ryan figured out, and they had him locked down, and they had pressure on him all night long. It was hard for him to see the guys downfield. So he just basically, I think he took the ball and just said, we're going to run it in the second half. And that's where the majority of those rush yards came, was in the second half. Did they block well? Yeah, I thought they blocked really well on the run game. There was only a couple times that we really got stopped when we was running. Unfortunately, that was down near the goal line.
Yeah, one of them was a play that it seemed like we ran a thing that we'd run 2 or 3 times in the drive, and they finally figured it out. Yep. But while I might look like an offensive lineman, I never really played offensive lineman, but I understand that they usually offensive linemen prefer to run block as opposed to pass block. Then this offensive line, they've got 4 seniors and a junior, and the 4 seniors are the 4 captains. And Bryson Arnold and Aiden Turner have the most experience. Blaine Atnip and Jackson Kleperick are the other 2 seniors that are captains. And, Coach Trapp said they went to FCA camp, and they said, who pictures himself as a leader on this team? And they're the only 4 that stood up. So I think that talks about their mindset as offensive linemen. And that's kind of a glamorous job. They don't put much about you in the paper unless you're Bryson Arnold and you score a touchdown. But
hope they give it to one of them every game.
They view themselves as leaders, and so I like the way they've put that cape on. And offensive line was a little iffy last year, and if they can improve, we got a lot of playmakers, and so I'm excited. I think. I like teams thinking, here we're playing DeKalb County, pass happy DeKalb County.
Yeah.
But I think they and when your starting tailback goes down and you put in 2 freshmen, you think, they're not going to be able to run the ball at all. So I'm sure you were pleased with Reed's performance.
I'm never pleased with Reed's
performance. Yeah, that's the wrong question to ask, Casey.
I hope he's a referee.
Yeah. Yeah. All I was thinking the whole game is, they're going to be a lot better next week when Cecil gets back. So.
Oh, no, man. He ran so tough.
He did.
He looked like he was so difficult to tackle. And they had 2 or 3 guys on him. And, he's a freshman. Some of those freshmen don't even weigh 100 pounds.
Reed and Gavin are a pretty special combo. They'll do a lot.
Well, I was – Gavin's best run got called back for the hold.
Yeah.
But I thought they both handled themselves very well.
No fumbles. You come in, you don't turn the ball over, you get positive yardage. It's hard to argue with that.
But my favorite play of the night was when they put that 3 backs in the backfield.
Yeah.
And I'm a long way away. I got a monocular that I'm looking through. I got one good eye, and I'm trying to follow it. And they snap it to Jesse, and he turns and hacks like he's handing it off to everybody. And Lyons is running away from me. He's got the ball, but he is just nonchalant. And I was like, he's going to get chewed out for not selling the fake. I was like, he obviously doesn't have it because he's not even running. And I was in my mind thinking, well, at least sell the fake. But he had the ball.
He had the ball.
He knew they were fooled so bad, he just barely even trotted into the end zone. So, the run game worked good, and that trickeration there worked pretty good. So.
That was one. I'll be honest. That play. I guess I was as proud of Reed as anything on, because I don't know if you saw this or not. I just happened to be on the right side. But I really think they had that planned to make it look like Reed didn't know what he was doing out there, because he was like looking like, am I supposed to get the ball? And he was making it pretty obvious,
Yeah.
And then they hand the ball, and you see Ryan just kind of mosey in there, and nobody went after Ryan at all. So.
It was like one of those Peyton Manning bootlegs.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a good play.
Yeah.
1916 win for the Tigers. They start 1-0. They'll host White House next week. Some other scores from the region. Livingston, a 47-9 win over Cumberland County, former region foe Cumberland County. Stone Memorial top York, 28-6. Upperman over Knoxville Webb, 19-7. Soddy Daisy 14, White County 13. Fulton at Macon County today. Then the Macon County, of course, the defending Class 4A state champion. White House lost to Portland 36-0 last night. I don't know if that means Portland's that good, White House is that bad, combination of the both or what, but Coach Van still has nightmares when I say White House. But
that Twitch is coming back.
DeKalb County's beaten White House once in school history, and that was 1979. They haven't played one another since 2008, I believe, that playoff game back in 2008 where White House eliminated DeKalb County.
Twice that year.
Played them twice, and they're coming to Smithville for the home opener next Friday. Guys, what are your thoughts on it?
I got to see him last week. It's White House is such an awful enemy. It's the band's worst enemy out there. Like that's who we've. It was cutthroat, man. They cheated us out of a state championship one year. I'll never forget that. Well, anyway, so
the White House band.
Yeah, they're band direct. It's a long story. I could go
the
off
beef goes
on it.
deep.
Yeah, it's true hate. Let me tell
Casey's
you.
beefs go really deep
They
with
do.
a lot.
I'm an elephant. I don't forget
Let me
that.
tell you what, this man will be 100 years in heaven and will still have grudges against people from his childhood.
Yeah, that's it, right.
We can put some of those referees last night on the list.
They're on there in lipstick, buddy. White House is a good team. They played Friendship. I saw them play them. Friendship's the team. That team it's another state playoff.
They're
team.
tough. They're always tough.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be a challenge for DeKalb.
They've got I'll talk about Friendship for a minute. Friendship's
Homecoming.
got a stable of athletes. They've got two quarterbacks. Their second string looks and plays just like Joe Milton. I have never. I mean, everything he does looks like Joe Milton out there.
Overthrow.
Including the overthrows. Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Is that the Wilford kid?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't have a roster. But they scrimmage White House. White House is very tough. They're ground and pound, and at least in the scrimmage, they didn't show very much as far as passing goes. But they tried to ground it out. But they're big. They're bigger than we are. So I don't know. It's one of them where, man, it's almost like Tennessee, Florida for me. Like I'd go 1-9. If White House was at 1, it's a good season to me, you know. So
wow,
it's hard.
You can use that next. You can use that next week on the radio.
We got band beef,
man. I tell you,
it runs deep and long.
We have another lightning delay. You call me up. I'll fill some time.
If White House brings a band next week, Casey may just go out there and sabotage the whole performance.
You may see that part of the stands, Paul.
Yeah. I love your spirit about this.
Yeah, I'm pretty fired up about it.
Well, the season, of course, getting underway. I think a good win for DeKalb County to go on the road. A border rivalry. Again, been going on 21 years solid now. Good win for them. They can come back and work on the things that were a bit of a mess. You know, you don't see a lot of games where the scoreboard goes defunct, and then you get a.
They used to pay us to play them.
Really?
When Steve first started, they paid us to play them.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
And then, of course, the lightning delay, I understood, was on a 4th and 12 with a minute 40 left. They probably could have got that one play in and just maybe not even had to worry about it.
I didn't see the lightning. The White Hat walked off the field and started talking to some guy on the sidelines. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Because there'd already been that controversial pass interference call. I was like, what is going on? And then they're like, everybody go. And I was like, oh, there's lightning. Well, that makes sense.
You know, I'm not convinced that was his call. I think that was somebody at Warren
game
County.
Administrator's call.
Yeah.
Well, and if it comes on, if it alerts on their phone, you have as game administrator, you're supposed to.
It's the game administrator.
So if you don't technically see it,
yeah, I mean, if it's within 8 miles, I think you have to.
if it's within 8 miles, you'll see it.
Although if the referee said I saw lightning and he goes over to the game administrator and the game administrator says no, we're still playing. I think the referee can make that call. But
wow.
I think the referee saw it because he went to the game administrator who didn't come to him, and the game administrator standing down there on the sideline. So I was like,
trust me, if it was probably up to the referee, he'd have played it through if there was that little of time.
Yeah.
Hey, we can't end this without talking about Tex out there. Like, what was that dude? There was this guy in a cowboy hat that he was part trainer, part scoreboard operator, part like linesman out there. I seen him toting food after the game. I don't
know. He went down.
He's a parent volunteer.
He went down to examine the scoreboard. He's like the third one on the scene. I think at one point he's overlooking in the bushes up under the scoreboard, make sure everything is plugged in. And then I don't know if he anointed himself as the liaison between the staff and the referee. He walks back to midfield and kind of tells them what's happening. But he was getting stuff done. One of my favorite things that happened last night. This is why I love high school sports. The music's bumping pretty good. It's right after it's halftime, and they're getting loose for the second half. And there's like 90% of the Warren County team. They're out there going through their stretches, and there's a kid over there on the sidelines, a lineman, and he's over there doing some dance, surfing swag. He ain't got the swag. He's doing this, and he's in his own world. And his teammates are out there warming up, and some coach comes over there and crawls all up in him. And he ran out there and jumped into the stretch, just like he'd been doing it all along.
Oh, my goodness.
I was like, kids being kids, man.
Gotta love it.
He was getting his swing on.
Got to love it. All right. Well, DeKalb County again with a big win. White House coming in for the home opener. Be sure to get out there and watch the game on Friday. One thing that I meant to address this last week with Coach Trout, and totally forgot with all the heat, humidity, and technical issues that we were having. But coming up on Friday, September 26th, DeKalb County will be hosting Upperman. On that night, we will have the announcement. We've been working with Coach Trapp on this project of the All-20 team. That's the Steve Trapp All-20 team for his first 20 years. The selections have been made. They will be recognized that night. I don't know if we're going to do it before the game or at halftime, but we will be doing that night, so that's going to be a special night. Make plans to be there. I know DTC is going to be televising that game, so you will be able to watch it if you're not able to make it, but we hope you'll be there. Hard to believe it's been 20 years for Coach Trapp, but we're going to recognize the best of his 20 years with the Steve Trapp All-20 team again Friday night, September 26th. Make plans to be at Van Hoosier Stadium that night as DeKalb County takes on Upperman. John, thanks for spending some time with us. Appreciate it. I know you love high school sports. We always love having you on to talk it, so thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for having my golfers.
Absolutely.
Shine a little light on them. They're excellent kids. So proud of those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have you back soon, that's for sure. When we come back, we'll take a look at the week ahead in DeKalb County sports. This is DC Blitz. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
At DeKalb County Insurance, we proudly support our local sports teams, always rooting for the Saints, Bulldogs, Tigers, and Vols. And off the field, we're here for our community too, helping you understand your Medicare options with care and clarity. We're not affiliated with Medicare, but we're here to help you make informed decisions by finding the best plan that fits your healthcare needs. Open enrollment for 2025 runs from October 15th to December 7th. Give us a call to set up your Medicare evaluation at 615-597-0660, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please note, we do not offer every plan available in your area. Any information we provide is limited to plans we do offer. Go to Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE to get information on all of your options.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Ignite HVAC Electrical and Plumbing is one of the top HVAC contractors in Middle Tennessee, offering both residential and commercial sales, installation, and services. We want to set ourselves apart from the rest of the HVAC industry by providing a seamless experience from your project start to finish. We are constantly improving our skills to continue to meet every expectation for our customers. Let Ignite serve your HVAC electrical and plumbing needs. 615-597-0100.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Bad Boy tractors are born from the legendary Bad Boy mowers from 20 to 35 horsepower, subcompact to midsize. Bad Boy combines power, performance, comfort, and as always, builds strength to deliver the workhorse dependability you need to get the job done and done right. Homeowner, landscaper, or rancher, there's a Bad Boy tractor for you to work with an attitude. Find your big boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
Back for our final segment on DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance. Tom Kelly, Coach Casey, as we take a look at the upcoming next few days in DeKalb County sports. Cross-country in action today, both DeKalb Middle and DeKalb High School cross-country teams. They're up in Casey's favorite part of the world, Macon County, for the Donna Tucker Invitational that's going on right now, matter of fact. Cross country will be back in action then on Tuesday. They'll be at Old Stone Fort Golf Course. That's a mouthful. Old Stone Fort Golf Course for the Coffee County Invitational coming up on Tuesday. Volleyball. We got to talk some volleyball because the girls, no, they didn't win the match. And I've heard people say, well, they didn't win the match. Well, you know what? They won their first ever set. And you got to start. It's still a new program. They won the first set against Cannon County on Monday, 29-27. Did you go, Coach?
I was there.
Okay.
I was looking for you.
Something happened.
Okay. And then I saw the video of, and I'm not sure if you took, I was thinking that you had taken it.
No.
Maybe it had been shared with you, but
Yes.
I was there. I was able to see the end of the JV game, the second game that Cannon won that one. And that was... If you are not a volleyball fan, like with any sport, if you're not a soccer fan, once you start going, I mean, it was intense. And you played a 25, and that first game, it was like Cannon was the first to 20. And it's almost like basketball. The first one to 100 wins.
Right, yeah.
Didn't work out that way for Cannon because DeKalb, dug down a little bit deeper, and they got on a run with a server that just did a great job, and they ended up going 25-25, 26-25, the other way 25-26, and it ended up like 29-27. You have to win by 2.
Right.
And as soon as that happened, not only did the gymnasium erupt, which was hot, by the way, air conditioner froze up.
Oh, no. Harold Luna would be proud.
Yeah, he would. Because, the fans up there were dripping. But it wasn't just the fans that were erupting. The players from the bench, they all just stormed the court like they'd won the state championship, in band or something. But
yeah, imagine that. But, second year of the program, first game of the second year, they get their first set win. Congratulations to them. Again, it's baby steps when you got a new program, and they're doing all the things right here. I know Kayla Johnson has stepped up as head coach. I think Madison Cross is the assistant. She's played some college volleyball, so they got some good coaching. And it's going to be a little at a time. I came back and lost to Upperman the next day, but I'm just tickled to death to see them making the progress and, again, taking a little time. But I think there's more to come this year, Coach.
Well, I think Avery Agee also helping out. I think her sister's playing on the team.
Yeah, you're right.
And I was able to talk with Cannon's coach a few days later, because by then DeKalb had already played Upperman, and then they had a conversation. Cannon County's coach is going to try and get me up to speed before we do a DeKalb game as far as
what in the world we're talking about.
Volleyball 101 or Volleyball for Dummies, whatever manual you want to read. We're there. We're it.
Yeah.
But she was talking about how Kayla said that that's the best that DeKalb has played. And Stacy made the comment that that's a much better, much improved team. And, of course, they lost to Upperman, but it was like, that was the best that they've played.
That's awesome. And they're playing today. They got the 4 matches at least at the Cumberland County tournament up in Crossville today. One of those games underway right now. They're playing Alabama Performance. They'll meet up with Clark Range in Cumberland County, and depending how pool play goes in their first 3 games, they'll play at either 3 or 4 this afternoon. So you got plenty of time to get up there, catch some volleyball up at Cumberland County High School today. And then they'll come back Monday, back at home again. So you get a chance if you haven't seen them yet. I'm going to try to do better this week. Get out there and see them Monday as they take on Monterey. And they've also got a match at Watertown coming up on Thursday. So
now,
volleyball.
We talked about this last year with volleyball. A lot of their matches seem to be scheduled for Saturdays, and I forget the reason for all of that, maybe gymnasium availability or anything, but a lot of their matches aren't on Saturday. So if you can't go during the week, check the schedule and pick up Saturday game.
A lot of the Saturdays, too, allows them to play I can't remember how it is. Like in softball, if you play a tournament, it counts as 2 games, even if you play 5 games, it counts on the schedule.
Only counts as 2.
So that's kind of why they do a lot of these Saturdays. Also, a lot of these teams, Cumberland County is probably doing some type of fundraiser for their volleyball program, but you're able to get other teams in, and you get to play different people. You're not just playing. I know when they first started volleyball, when I was in Smith County, you always played 2. Of course, that was when they did the serve score, when you only could score. They rally scoring now. but they would always play three. They'd have 3 teams there. So like team A and B would play the first game, and then A and C would play the second game, and then C and B would play. And so you would get a lot in one day because it goes pretty quick, actually. Some of their games are usually over before 6.
I actually missed one. They got Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday coming up this week. They'll host Stone Memorial coming up Tuesday. So you got 2 chances to see them at home Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, and Watertown certainly is not that far of a drive, especially if you live on the western end of the county, real close by down there. Junior Pros at Upperman today after their trifecta of games on homecoming last week against Fentress County. Junior Tigers got a win last week to improve to 2-0. The other 2 teams fell short against Fentress County. We tried our best to live stream, but I tell you what, the heat just about zapped everything for us last week, including us. So we hope to make a game up for Junior Pro. They will be off next Saturday. That's their bye week, and then they'll come back in 2 weeks, and they'll have Overton County at home on September 6th. But today, over in Baxter to play Upperman. Golf back in action, as we mentioned. They will play Monday against Cannon County at Smithville Golf Course, and then they'll play Central Magnet in Cannon County Thursday. John Pryor was telling us about Central Magnet. They've been around one another. They've not gone head-to-head. That's going to change on Thursday if everything falls in line and the weather doesn't wreak havoc and stuff like that.
Yeah, if I remember John talking about Central Magnet from last year, they did very well in the state and didn't lose anybody. So, I mean, they're going to be a strong contender again this year. And I think that's going to be a little great opportunity. You know, you used to see Tiger Woods and Mickelson and these guys play these special foursome matches at night. And, hey, I think we ought to put that one under the lights with that group of foursome girls.
Chris, did I tell you I've taken up golf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Last week I shot a 106
on 9 holes.
Yeah, no, it was 18.
It was 18.
I'm kidding.
But I had a strong back 9. I shot my personal best 51. So 15 over par.
How many golf balls did you lose?
I came out even because I just started stealing range balls.
Maddox was searching on Amazon the other day. I was like, he's like, I want one of them nets that goes in the pond. And I'm like, don't put them in the pond.
Oh, boy. I got to take up golf one
At
of
least
these days.
for comic relief.
Oh, yeah. That's all. That's the only reason,
And
just
you
for the comedy.
Go with Casey.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, me and
'Cause
Casey.
that'll
You
make
can find his lost golf balls.
We'd be fighting over the lost golf balls.
I always had to have
me.
a colored one so I could find
Yeah.
Like putt-putt. You get the neon looking.
I got the orange or yellow.
Mine beep.
Oh, me. Beep.
Beep. I can't find them.
Oh, me. We have too much fun, y'all. Lady Tiger Soccer, they're 1-1. And speaking of Central Magnet, they went over to Murfreesboro. Central Magnet's pretty darn good in soccer, by the way. 8-0 they fell. But as we were talking about earlier, they came out and just railroaded Monterey 9-0 in their home opener back earlier this week. Is the freshmen coming in? I love this. 8 of the 9 goals by the freshmen, and not knocking the upperclassmen. They've got some good talent there, but we got years to come of exciting play from both middle school and high school girls soccer, and I think that team's going to be tough, Coach. When they, as they go, these high school girls get more acclimated to the game. The freshmen coming in, I think this team's got potential to really do some damage as the year goes along.
You talked about how they do have an older core, and when they mesh with this young group, because there are a lot of 9th graders that are playing on this team. And when that gets to meshing and gelling, you're going to have a very good team come tournament time.
Absolutely. Again, they'll be playing Lady Tiger Soccer at Cannon County coming up on Tuesday. You'll have a chance to hang out over in Woodbury. And
I shall not do that. That makes for an awfully long day. I normally get in the classroom about 6:30, and I'm not going to hang around till 8.
Oh, I'll just wait till about 10:30 to come in that day.
My boss will appreciate that.
Lady Tiger Soccer, as we mentioned, middle school. Lady Saints Soccer, they'll go to Warren County, as we talked about earlier, coming up on Tuesday. New opponent in their conference. They'll play Watertown coming up Thursday at home. Both those matches start at 6 o'clock, as do the Lady Tigers at Cannon County. 6 o'clock on Tuesday. Just seeing what I've missed. I'm sure there's a lot, but middle school tennis will take on Thurman Francis coming up on Thursday at 5:30. Saints football. The Saints got their first win, beat Cumberland County on the road earlier this week, 20-6. That runs them to 1-2 on the season. They've got Prescott coming in for homecoming this upcoming Thursday. Casey, I know you didn't get to go, but did you get to see any film or anything on that game Thursday?
Yeah, I watched some of it. I also realized I'm too stupid to watch film, by the way. But 20-6 looked like Landon just took control of the game out there. What I saw, it was a lot on the ground, was rushing just straight out. But I know the passing game was heavily involved. I've been so impressed with those Poteet brothers. They've just it is a totally different offense than it was last year. That just shows how good of an eye for the talent they have.
Absolutely. And, of course, we mentioned Tiger football hosting White House coming up on Friday. Busy week. We'll have the complete list of all the games coming up in DeKalb County posted on our Facebook page first thing tomorrow morning. So you can get that, follow along, and get out and support our local athletes. Closing thoughts as we wrap up today. Casey, what you got?
You know, I was thinking about something last night from our old this is positive. You'll like this part, Kelly. So you remember in our sideline talk days,
oh, yeah.
The most popular segment we ever did was we sent Joe Rush to different schools and had him talk about their concession stands.
Yep.
Oh, man. I think we should start that. I am willing to volunteer for that role. Everybody thinks I'm just negative about everybody but us. Warren County gets a B- for their concession stand last
B-.
night. Yeah, it would have been an A, but you have to walk 7 miles around to get to the other side of it. And somebody as fat as me and when it's 104 outside doesn't appreciate
it.
It
was not that hot last night.
Oh, it was muggy.
It was
I don't
muggy.
know what world you was living in.
Yeah,
it was awful.
I was cleaning the garage.
Yeah,
it was muggy because I thought about going to the game, and when I got home, it was 93 with 112% humidity. I'm like, I can't take this. I'll listen on the radio.
Yeah.
So,
I also drive an unair conditioned bus, so it was not hot.
you also weigh 100 pounds less than I do.
Yeah.
I'm gaining on you every day, though. Trust me.
So what'd you have at the concession stand?
Multiple. I felt like I needed to do this right, so I went multiple times.
You got the sampler?
Yeah.
Did you take out a loan to do this too?
Well, I actually got a lot of money out before I left in anticipation of this. I will say their barbecue is very good. I give that a solid A. But their barbecue nachos, you junior pro folks, you need to check into this. That's a good idea. There was a whole line of people waiting for that. It was really good.
That does sound good.
Yeah, it was very good. I even appreciated their popcorn. He
didn't say liked. He said appreciate.
As a popcorn connoisseur, I don't like them little bags because I'm not a little bag guy. I'm a big bag guy.
You want a bucket?
They had the brown sack. I'm telling you, I was pretty pleased. B-.
Okay, B-.
Yeah.
If it had been closer, it'd been an A+.
It was that long a walk.
Yeah, that drops your grade significantly. It must have been a long way away.
They needed Instacart.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. Top that one. Final thoughts.
Kind of looking at our upcoming things, it doesn't matter. If you like running, there's something for you to go and watch. If you like kicking a ball, there's something for you to go and watch. Catching a ball, throwing a ball.
Running a ball.
Spiking a ball. There's tons of stuff out there. Get out and support our kids.
Yep. Amen to that. Kelly?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I can't top KC.
None of us can top that.
I'm with Coach. You go out and support your kids because it means a lot to those programs. Not to mention the fact that they charge admission and that helps the program.
Well, I'm going to piggyback on that. Everybody goes to the football game. I mean, everybody loves football. We're in the South. You don't love football, but everybody else loves football.
But the Shaw defense, the connection, that was great.
I knew that Michael Shaw coached defense.
that Kelly gets a star. She gets a gold star for that.
Hey, I was paying attention.
But in all seriousness, go support the other sports too. I mean, there's still our kids playing these other sports, and a lot of these other sports are not revenue sports. Football, they all need money. Don't get me wrong. They all need money, but football's doing a whole lot better than, say, volleyball. I mean, when you go out to the games and the non-revenue sports, they really do appreciate it because that money goes to help support their program. And I know I'm harping on volleyball a little bit simply because it's new, but every dollar they can make will help build that program. So, yeah, we love football. Go to the football games by all means. Go out and support some of these non-revenue sports as well. And I know golf doesn't charge anything to go to their matches, but they do still appreciate when you come and show up and
they're
be there.
Intense. I got there at the end the other day because Maddox, he didn't play. He just played on his own. I got there, and there's like people on golf carts rushing around.
Yep.
The sprinklers did come on one of the
boy.
holes on the girls, and they were like standing in the middle. They're like, what do we do? And I'm like, well, get out of the water first.
As hot as it's been, I'd have just stood there. Hey, and by the way, the weather's going to be beautiful this week.
It's going to be freezing cold.
We're going to get a fall preview this week, and I am loving it. Loving it. I'll donate you 100 pounds. You won't ever get cold.
I told you, I'm gaining on you every day. Don't worry.
Want to thank DeKalb County High School Golf, John Pryor and his players for stopping by. Justin Nokes with the DeKalb Middle School Lady Saints. Members of his squad for being here today. For our producer, Daniel Leslie, who's happy we're not outside today just as much as we are. For Casey, Coach, and Kelly, I'm Tom Duggan. We'll see you next week on DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.